The craziest aspect of Survivor that all superfans need to realize is that it's put together as a TV show first and not like a professional sport. That means player interactions, reward challenges, and sometimes much more is removed from the final edit in order for the producers to put together a smooth flowing storyline. Well, guess what? Today we're going to be making fun of and hopefully laughing along the way at some of these moments. It's actually a pretty good idea for a future video we should make. Top 10 secrets Survivor does not want you to know. But for now, we're going to be reacting to WatchMojo's embarrassingly bad video on Survivor secrets. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. I got no idea what to expect here. Let's do this.
But there's still more to say.
I've never watched this video
Welcome
before, but
to WatchMojo,
it's pretty old,
and today,
honestly.
We're counting down our picks for the 10 things Survivor doesn't want you to know. For this list, we're looking at some behind-the-scenes secrets from Survivor, yet excluding scandals because those deserve a list of their own.
Okay. Here we go. WatchMojo, like they're a big thing for a long time. I always used to watch their videos actually because they were so cool and so big, but now they're more of a joke. Like this right here, number 10. The show uses body doubles. I don't even know what they're gonna say yet, but this is ridiculous. No, they don't.
The show uses body doubles. We all know that every reality TV show has some element of fakery, so it shouldn't be much of a surprise that Survivor
real. What are they
does
saying?
too. While technically the contestants do all of their own stunts and challenges, they do sometimes use body doubles for certain shots.
Former war, Survivor.
Are they talking about the dream team? Like the pre-shots and like how they Survivor like make sure the challenges work? WatchMojo, are you crazy?
Ready.
Think about those sweeping aerial shots that you see sometimes. Yep, the people you see in those aren't the actual survivors. When asked about it earlier,
that doesn't mean the show's fake.
Producer Mark Burnett was unapologetic about the practice, saying, quote, "I couldn't care less. I'm making great television."
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
Okay, point taken.
All right, brain drive. Grab your stuff. Head back to camp.
I really hope the video isn't this bad for every single point. Give me something to work with here, WatchMojo. I know the video is gonna be bad, and that's kind of why I want to make this video as a joke. But I hope they have some substance with some of these takes here. This is ridiculous.
Grab your stuff. Head back to camp.
Number 9. There can sometimes be pre-competition alliances. Survivor Cambodia's Second Chance was the 31st season of the show, which aired in 2015. In this season,
that's not a deep dark secret.
New cast of players, the producers let the public vote on which former contestants should return back for the season.
Back in the day, I guess they would hide things like alliances and
since many of them had actually met before at various
but
functions,
they literally put in Winners at War,
the
poker alliance. It gets a known thing.
Wentworth and I are like this, and nobody would see us coming.
Jeff Varner in particular said that he had already formed partnerships with many of the other cast members before they even arrived at their destination in Cambodia. Number 8. Tribal councils are really long.
Tribal councils are long. Jeff's talking to them all the time. It's just a bunch of analogies over and over again. That's kind of an irrelevant point here.
They film way more footage than they could possibly use in a half-hour or hour.
That's how a reality TV show works. They're always filming.
A lot has happened since the last tribal council.
That's not a deep dark secret or secret at all. They just film everything.
Council meeting. In reality, these events take many hours every single time. Reporter Andy Dennert visited the set of the show back in 2008 when they were shooting Survivor Gabon in Western Africa and said,
"Did you hear that? Let's run it back a few seconds." What?
The set of the show back in 2008 when they were shooting Survivor Gabon in Western Africa.
Survivor Gabon. It's Survivor Gabon. What?
Surprised.
Russell.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel so the better Russell me beats the other guy.
Number 7. People do sneak things in. There have always been rumors
that's, I guess, the first real point. I'll give WatchMojo this one. The first real point they have on the list.
Remember Kel with the beef jerky all the way back in season 2?
The deepest dark secret that they put in this video so far. It's not good.
In the aforementioned 31st season, Second Chance, it was alleged that former winner Richard Hatch snuck matches in with him in his butt. But there's at least one confirmed instance of a player using true ingenuity to bring in contraband items. PG Law made herself earrings from fishing hooks that could serve as a dual purpose, and also created a cardigan that had flint on it for making fires. Number 6. Jeff Probst nearly left the show. The show's host,
If you're a
Jeff
Survivor
Probst
super
has been
fan like
around
us
since the
watching
very
these
beginning
videos,
and is
I
pretty
don't
much
think that's a deep
synonymous
dark
with
secret
Survivor.
for us. We
But
knew
you may not
he
know
was
that
pretty
over a
brilliant.
decade ago in 2009, he actually quit the show.
I'm gonna miss him so much.
Ty.
According to an interview he did with the New York Times, he said, quote, "My Achilles heel for a lot of my life was that nobody saw me as a storyteller, that they saw me as a white guy with dark hair."
I have a problem with that. Jeff, if you're a storyteller now, you're taking too much control of the game, especially in the new era. Think about it, he's taking it way too far now. Before, he was feeling like he didn't really have a full say in how Survivor was run.
He wanted to shed that image and start fresh. So he made his official
And I
resignation.
bet this idea of
But the
Jeff
higher-ups
Probst in the
told him
new
to take
era
some time
all
to think about
started
the
around wanting
decision,
to have more
and
control.
of course,
Obviously.
he ultimately decided to stay on.
Joe coming back. He's been terrible in this challenge so far.
So much
Number
footage from
5.
Cambodia.
Some hygiene items are available. While it may
Yes.
seem like the contestants on the show
Well,
don't
I mean,
have
I knew
any
that. Let me know in the
luxury
comments
items
down
except
below
the
if you
ones
knew
they're
that
allowed
one,
to
'cause
bring
I feel
with
like
them.
that's a
There
common
are
thing,
a few
no?
things that the show provides for safety and hygiene. This
In
includes
some international
tampons,
seasons, I don't
sunscreen,
watch much
bug
international
spray, and
Survivor,
even
so I'm not sure 100%, but I know in some international seasons, some international versions of Survivor, they're allowed to leave for like a 24-hour period or a 12-hour period if they need to get some medical attention and then come back into the game. I don't feel like that's fair in the rules of the game, but you should be able to get some medicine and stuff.
bug spray, and even condoms. Yep, gotta make sure they're safe out there. Many have
Survivor
wondered how the women of
showmates, there we
Survivor
go.
stay so hairless throughout their time in the show, and asked whether they have been given razors to keep up their appearances. But producers deny this, saying that if they don't have leg or underarm hair, it's because of laser hair removal
Yeah, I've heard
procedures.
about that too.
Number 4, clothing
Clothing
is
is
pre-approved.
pre-approved.
Have you ever noticed that players on the same tribe
I
seem to
noticed.
be surprisingly
This
well
isn't another,
coordinated
like,
when it comes to
crazy,
their clothing?
deep, dark secret.
That is no
It's just-
coincidence.
it's a
The
TV
show's
show.
producers have final
The
say
producers
over
choose it.
everything that the players wear when they're competing. And they make their decisions based
Your
on which
stylist.
colors will look good on camera, as well as ensuring that there's cohesion among tribe members.
Obviously.
Candace Woodcock even said that they made her wear a sports bra to give her a more athletic look, even though it's not what she would have chosen for herself.
Interesting.
Number 3, contestants get driven around.
There's different
While it may
sets
look
for the
like
challenges
players
for
trek
Tribal
their way
Council.
nonstop to get
WatchMojo,
where
what do you
they
think?
need
They're
to
just
go.
walking everywhere?
If you think about it, that doesn't make
It's
a whole
even
lot
made
of
the
sense.
final cut in some
Considering some of
episodes,
the
like
challenges
where you
are
see
filmed in
the
very
boat driving them
visually
around. That's
stunning
not a deep dark
locations,
secret at all.
it
That's
doesn't
not
quite
hidden
add
from
up
the
that
edit.
They'd all
You
be
see
within
this.
walking distance of each other, let alone the set where they filmed the Tribal Council. Contestants are typically put into vehicles.
With that said, I'm like pretty sure season 1, the really early seasons, they did walk around and they made them travel on trek to all these different places. But nowadays, no, not at all.
Where the windows have been blacked out so that they don't know where they're going and can't figure out
There is
the route.
rules you're not allowed to talk
Number
during
2,
transportation.
there are trial runs for challenges.
For today's
Yeah,
challenge,
no. I
4
give
of you will be
WatchMojo
blindfolded.
props for this one.
The
This
other
is a
2
good point.
tribe members will use verbal direction to guide you
A
as
big
you
example
push
of this one
a
is
giant money
Survivor
stone through
Cambodia.
the
We'll
jungle
see
course.
if they bring
When
it
you
up.
see contestants learning about a challenge, it may be indeed their first time hearing about it. But the trial itself has already been practiced by the crew,
It's a completely
sometimes
different point
several
than
times.
what I was thinking.
To your left! No, I'm sorry! To your right!
Obviously,
To
the
your right.
crew, the
Okay,
dream
now toward
team,
the left, toward the left, toward the
body
left.
doubles
A
are
group
going to
of
make sure it
crew
works.
members dubbed the Dream
Dream
Team
Team.
goes through
There we
every
go.
challenge at least 2 times, including once as a full dress rehearsal where they wear the outfits like the contestants would. This rehearsal is filmed so that the camera crew can figure out their lighting and angles, and is obviously a crucial element in creating an exciting and dramatic show.
Are they not going to talk about the moment from Cambodia?
First challenge!
If they're not going to, I'll spill the beans.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe
Don't
to our
subscribe to
channel and
WatchMojo.
ring the
Don't
bell to get
subscribe to
notified
Russell
about our
Hands.
latest
Subscribe to
videos.
me,
You have
Russell
the option
Muscle
to be
TV,
notified for
please.
a
Let's talk about Survivor Cambodia and the point I actually thought they were going to be bringing up here. The final challenge of that season was simulation. I never know how to say the word. The one where one hand tying behind your back. I'll play a clip of it here. And the ball you're dropping into the cage. The players actually got to test out the challenge before competing in it to make sure they were all ready to go, and Wentworth killed it. I heard they do this a lot in challenges to make sure, especially for these long endurance balancing challenges, that all the players feel comfortable and ready to go. It just sucks for Wentworth because she did so well in the practice version, but obviously not well in the real version of the challenge.
Many contestants are recruited. To get
That's
on
not even a
Survivor,
deep,
you
dark
have
secret,
to
unless
apply
you're like
and
the most
audition,
casual
right?
of
Well, it
casual
turns out that the
Survivor
idea is
superfans.
actually
That's
a bit
ridiculous.
outdated. And while the producers do still accept applications, many, if not most of the contestants are actually
No.
recruited.
This was filmed around the time of Cambodia when they were dropping recruits.
Aspiring models and actors.
There was like an old school era of Survivor. I'm pausing this. There was like an old school era of Survivor where they were recruiting like every single player. But at the time of filming this, and especially now, it's all applications. That's stupid, WatchMojo.
Real people.
You know, when you're a big athletic guy and
okay,
charismatic
Chris
like
Noble
I am,
and maybe a good amount of Ghost Island was
Lynn
recruits,
Spillman,
but
who heads the casting department,
Lynn
said that
Spillman
though
is
they
not
received
part of the
thousands
casting
of
department
applications
anymore,
for each
so
season,
that
they
brings that
usually
up.
aren't the type of people the producers are looking for. Ouch. Do you
That
agree
hurts.
with our picks?
I do not agree with that WatchMojo. They got maybe 2 or 3 good picks there, and the rest of it was just filler and fluff. Click right here for another Survivor video.